a slight update on Karrion or Scarlett WWE. So Karrion and Scarlett had to bring all four to the contract. So they had to bring all four by WWE, with new contracts. Staying quote. So this was a slight update on WWE contract status of Karrion and Scarlett Patrol. So, I was a TikTok time is currently running out whenever WWE helps to sign to bring offer of Karrion and his wife, Scarlett, to send the contract extensions. As a formal NXT segment says competed at SummerSlam this past Saturday night. So this was coming up so against Sami Zayn in what could be his final match with the company. And speaking of seamless map of Fafo Select, Agent is now reporting that such days remain on Karrion and Scarlett with just current deals with WWE. And speaking of Fafo Select is told by a WWE higher-ups. So this was that Karrion and Scarlett deals are up this weekend in August. At the end that a new WWE deal hasn't been awful. So this was to either of them, however, to our knowledge they wanted informed that their current contracts will be set to. I knew what does a universal hold for Karrion and Scarlett. And here with a new Karrion to new Scarlett within between the attendants. As at Raw on Monday night in Brooklyn into the real. So Jesse was doing a backstage interview between Sami Zayn and Sagi Raymond. And just a cover of return to WWE into the fall of backing of 2022. And the date will release from the company for a year, and date will among the fourth superstars to be rehired by Paul Triple Levesque when he took all his WWE contract officer. Agent of Karrion referred to a grind much traffic during the fourth of couple of years. Also of that deal, but his user was skyrocket and probably over the past several months. I think he says receive a new merchandise line on WWEshop.com and sales have been going very well, and fans have also been sensing Karrion name during both the pre-show and post-show events hosted by Triple H. So Jesse was about also signing his posting on social media. So Jesse was taking all that into, and he was kind of is highly a big surprising that the company has yet to even have support to Karrion and Scarlett about other suggestions. It seems like there should be plenty of initiative to keep them around, and we will still continue to monitor this situation throughout the week. So I'm gonna show you guys a quick minute. And when Karrion and Scarlett has both contracts will now be up until in August right now. Speaking of a powerful report told, Kenny Cross wants it to bring a new just to bring awful so the current contracts. Arguing Cross and Scarlett are now getting to bring this awful between those two. As you're being told, they get their contracts to be getting renewed. So I knew when WWE had to bring up because those two had about current contracts may be up. So it wasn't taking on time right now when it came across the Scarlett had to bring in this new contracts. It will be time right now and it will be expired until August. So this is just now. Seth saying, so we like this video about for the update on Kenan Cross's Scarlett Below. We're getting to resign their contracts to bring awful. So let us know of your jobs as it comments below. So we like this video. Listen, like, and subscribe. And by this time, peace.